do like
There
it in
he
here.
is.
I kind of miss the studio. It's great in my little room back there, but this is where it's at, isn't it? This is where it's at.
Well, it's also 22 degrees cooler in here, so I can imagine you prefer this.
Well, yeah, but we don't let heat affect us in the slightest. Some great news articles, so let's do some news. One day I'm going to catch him out. I'm going to catch producer
That
Paul
sting
out
gets
with
me
that.
every time.
Brilliant. So
You
first
never
up,
catch him.
Peach County. Yeah. I've been watching some stuff on these guys. They are really, really future thinking. These guys are fantastic. I want to go to this school. Peach County High School are leading the way with AV technology classes, which ultimately lead students to become certified in TV production, which is so cool. Robert Hill, the teacher there, he's tipped my scale, the world's coolest teacher. I really do wish he was a teacher when I was back at school with our inkwells, etc. It gives students a real insight as to how programs are made, and they spend hours really getting behind the scenes with this whole thing. It's fantastic, and it's really encouraging as well to see AV tech training taking really seriously at this level. It's fantastic. There's an awful lot of creative, technical talent out there. We live in this world over here in this side of the studio, and I speak from experience. Really, it really helps to leverage that talent, and they're doing a load more stuff as well. It's a great piece. It's a video.
Yeah, it reminded me of a couple of things. Number one is our second episode this season when we had Alexis LeBroy join for our Unplugged episode. Right, we were talking about what are the things that we as an industry should be doing to draw in and recruit young talent. Well, it doesn't get much better than high school programs built to teach kids about the technology in and around audio video. Of course, it seems like their curriculum is based particularly around broadcast technologies, but of course there's so much overlap. Fundamentally, these kids are learning that audio and video are a real career that they might undertake, right? And the fact that they're also learning some of the technology and how to use it as a baseline, that's all fine and can only help too. But really, sure. I think it's about teaching them that there's a career path here. You know, so many people, we talked about this with Alexis, and it's my experience, and I think many of yours, so many people who've made successful careers in AV sort of just kind of ended up here one day. You know, somehow we were studying something else, we were working on something else, and we found a way in here, and it was cool, and here we are. But if we can bring it more, you know, like you know how kids know that being an insurance salesman is a job you can have. Well, let's teach kids that being an AV professional is a job you can have. I think that's a key part of the value here. It reminded me also of my own high school experience. I worked on the high school newspaper staff, and I remember being probably more engaged than I was at any other point in high school with that. From a perspective of the technology, I would help to, you know, set up and manage the computer lab that made our newspaper and all that sort of thing, and it was a way for me to engage with a learning environment in a way that I wasn't really interested in for, you know, traditional history class or something else. I mean, I did okay, but I wasn't really paying attention. When it was time to put my hands on some technology and make it go, I was paying attention. I
bet you're a nightmare at school.
Oh, you have no idea. Actually,
yeah, boy.
Ask me the time. I was actually editor of that high school newspaper, and at one point the staff attempted a coup.
Oh, and failed.
I say attempted.
Do you know, these guys at Peach County as well, it's not just AV. They also do a criminal investigation course. I mean, how cool is that? Learn criminal investigation. Got to go here. I'm moving to Peach County. Is that all right?
It's in Fort Valley, Georgia, where the school is. I've got my background notes right here.
Moving on. Second news item. Brilliant, this. Really comprehensive report from RH Consulting, which this year includes networked video and some control protocols. Over to you, JK. Some good stuff in here.
It's such a simple thing, really. For 10 years, RH Consulting, headed by Roland Hemming, has been putting out their networked audio products report. And here's how it works. It's very simple. They go and count all of the networked audio products on the market, and they make a report. It sounds simple. Of course, counting products can be tricky, because what do you mean by product, right? Is that something that's just somebody listed on a website? Is that something that I saw at Infocom? Is that something that was shipping 3 years ago? RH's definition is included in the article, linked below, so check it out. Linked below, so check it out. Their definition is basically a shipping product, a product I can go to the manufacturer, to a distributor, and buy now. That's a product we're going to count. And then they sort them into bins. They've been all about networked audio for the 10 years. So it's been how many products support Dante, how many products support AVB, how many products support CobraNet, and so on and so on. And they track the changes over time. Today, let's see, I got the numbers here. Of the 4,142 products they counted, audio products, 3,301 of those, that's 80%, support Dante. I think it's fair to say, by this count and many other measures, Audinate and Dante have won the networked audio battle. The reason this caught my eye is that this year they've decided to start counting video products. And of the, these numbers I didn't write down. Actually I know them though. Of the 420 video products they counted, 267 of those support SDVoE. So to me, that's a massive endorsement of the ecosystem that we're trying to build here, and I'm very proud of that. And in fact, to learn more about this, tune in 2 weeks, because Mr. Roland Hemming is going to be our guest on the show. We're going to talk about the trends he's uncovered and where they might lead us.
Awesome.